Good evening, parents. We're going to go ahead and begin. Welcome to the annual CTE Senior Awards Assembly, and thank you so much for joining us as we celebrate the success of our students. My name is Lisa Gomez, and I'm the director of CTE here in Weslaco. We are here today to honor students for completing an industry-based certification. So every program of study that we offer, which is about more than 20 and about 30 or more areas to certify, each has their own particular certification. We begin today's celebration of our students with the pledges. First, we'll have the JROTC lead us in the presentation of the flags. And if I could please have Mrs. Salinas join me on stage for the pledges.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Gentlemen, please remove your hats or caps. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee. Texas, one and indivisible.
Thank you. A round of applause for our JROTC colors from Weslaco East High School. At this time, I'd like to acknowledge our WISD personnel who stand firm in their commitment to our Weslaco students. We have present today our school board president, Mr. Isidoro Nieto. I appreciate very much our school board. It is a voluntary job. Yes, they get elected, but they do it without pay, and oftentimes it is a thankless job. It is a very difficult one that carries with it a great number of awesome responsibilities. Our most prized possession and resource, our students, our children, and so I thank him very much for his time. Other board members include Dr. Jaime Rodriguez, Mr. Ben Castillo, Mr. Armando Cuellar Jr., Mr. Marcos de los Santos, Ms. Jacqueline Sustaita, and Mr. Eduardo Serna. I also would like to give my gratitude to Central Office Administration, of course, our Superintendent, Dr. Richard Rivera, Deputy Superintendent, Mr. Abel Aguilar, and our two Assistant Superintendents, Mr. Dan Buttimer and Mrs. Beatriz Solano. None of this would be possible without the guidance of our high school principals. We have Dr. David Gamboa from Weslaco East. Mr. Enrique Ornelas is at the end of his first year at Weslaco High School, and principal at South Palm Gardens is Miss Tina Wells. Before I give my introductory speech, I'd like to take a moment to recognize somebody who has spent a great deal of time. How many years? 43 years, 43 years to education. Ms. Tijerina, will you please join me on stage? She got away from me the first ceremony. So I want to take a few minutes to recognize her. She is moving into a new phase of her life, after building a wonderful culinary arts program. It's been very successful, and she's been very highly praised for her work. She is an HEB Lifetime Achievement Award recipient. She is a chef, and she's had numerous wins in her barbecue competitions, and I'm sure there are many others before I arrived at Weslaco. Too many for the number of fingers I have on my hands. With great appreciation, I want to thank you for your many years of service and everything that you've done for our students. Need to be.
Thank you.
And if you've ever tasted her Christmas cookies, you know that it's going to be hard to let her go. Cranberry. Thank you very much, Mrs. T. Again, good morning, students, parents, faculty, administration, community partners, and honored guests. Today is a truly special day for the Weslaco Independent School District. Across these two assemblies, this being the second one, because we have close to 900 students getting at least one, many more than one, industry-based certifications. We gather to celebrate one of the most meaningful accomplishments a student can receive while in high school. Seniors, will you please stand? We'd like to recognize you today. A round of applause for all of our kiddos who earned an industry-based certification. Thank you very much. You may be seated. That's a lot of students that we are putting into our market with a certification. Students, your achievement represents far more than passing an exam or completing a course. It represents commitment, discipline, perseverance, and the willingness to challenge yourselves beyond the traditional classroom experience. You chose to pursue real-world skills, industry knowledge, and hands-on training that will serve you for years to come. Even if you don't pursue a career in the area in which you certified, it can certainly provide you with a job until you pursue that which you wish to follow for the rest of your life. When many of you first entered Weslaco as freshmen, you probably thought about sports and your friends and school events and graduation, but you may not have realized at the time how powerful CTE would become in shaping your future. Because CTE is simply not another elective or pathway option, it's an opportunity. It is the bridge between education and the workforce. It connects the classroom instruction to high-demand careers across industries such as, and these are some of the programs of study that we have, health science, welding, automotive technology, education, engineering, cybersecurity, cosmetology, law enforcement, culinary, and many, many more. Like I said, there are 30-plus industry-based certifications that a student has access to through Weslaco Independent School District. The certifications you earned this school year are recognized by industry leaders and employers throughout Texas and across the nation, and they validate your knowledge and technical ability. More importantly, they demonstrate that you are prepared for college, if you choose to pursue that, prepared for careers, and prepared for life after graduation. Many students leave high school wondering what becomes of them next. And I can relate to that. I think I went from college to high school, and I still sometimes wonder what I want to be when I grow up. But many of you sitting here today already possess credentials. That certificate, that can lead directly to employment opportunities, internships, apprenticeships, military advancement, where's my JROTC? Or continued education in college and technical programs. Think about that. That is very powerful. And while the certifications themselves are important, the skills you developed along the way are equally valuable, and some even more so. Through your CTE experiences, you learned how to solve problems. I remember one time, and I always talk about this story about Mr. Carbona's class. My whole tail light assembly fell out, the whole thing flapping in the wind, the whole thing, not just the light, the whole assembly hanging on wires. And I took my car in. I said, all I want to know is, are the wires on the inside of the car damaged? Because then I got to take it in and I got to get the whole thing repaired, not just the assembly. And so later he said, well, it all works. You just need to buy the rear light. And I said, how did you figure that out? And he said, well, a student thought about taking the one on the other side and plugging it in to make sure that it worked. And I thought, that's so brilliant. And he's like, that's what we do. We solve problems. So while the certifications themselves are important, the other skills sometimes even more so. Some of the other skills you may have developed: communicating effectively, working as a team, managing responsibilities, and persevering through challenges. Our CTSOs are basically like UIL, but for CTE. They train students and help them develop their skills like no other program. Those skills are very important to employers. They seek those skills, and they themselves, as successful leaders, possess those skills. I also want to recognize the incredible teachers, counselors, administrators, and you parents who help support our students throughout this journey. Your guidance and encouragement and your belief in your students is what made today possible. Weslaco ISD continues to invest in CTE because we understand that student success looks different for every learner, and the world is constantly changing. Some students will attend universities, some will enter the workforce, and some will attend technical colleges. Others will serve our country with their lives. CTE helps ensure that every student has a pathway towards success and a future filled with possibilities. To our seniors today, you are leaving with more than a diploma. You are leaving with credentials, experience, confidence, and a competitive advantage. You are proof that CTE truly holds the key to success. On behalf of the Weslaco Independent School District, congratulations on this outstanding accomplishment. We are proud of you, we believe in you, and we cannot wait to see the incredible impact you will make in your careers and your community and our future. Thank you, congratulations, and may God bless each of you as you begin the next chapter of your journey. One more round of applause, please. And now I'm very honored to have Mrs. Lillian Ochoa. Please join me on the stage. I met her a year or two ago at a Rotary Club presentation, and she was just about to be their new president. But I have learned that she shares our passion for collaborating with Weslaco ISD and bringing scholarships, so she puts her money where her mouth is, and opportunities to the community of Weslaco. Please help me welcome Weslaco Rotary Club President, Mrs. Lillian Ochoa.
Good morning. If you would have told me years ago that I would one day own a business, serve on community committees, and stand here as a keynote speaker, I probably would not have believed you. because it all started right here, walking through the same hallways many of you walk through every single day, right here in Westlaco ISD. I was part of the Westlaco Panther Corps and Westlaco tennis team, and I'd like to say that tennis truly is a lifelong sport. I still play with some of my teammates from the class of 1999. Oops. I guess I just revealed how long ago I graduated. As I finished my senior year, I was headed to the University of Texas Pan American at the time, completely set on becoming a physician. Between all the ER television shows and my desire to help people, I wanted so badly to become a doctor. But life has a funny way of redirecting us. 4 years later, I graduated with a degree in elementary education and became a teacher. And again, if you would have told me then that I would someday own a business, I definitely would not have believed you. I taught for 12 years, 6 years at Memorial Elementary, and 6 years in Monterrey, Mexico, while my husband attended medical school there. Then came 2016. I moved back home, and my father, who owned Cisneros Fine Jewelry, asked me to come work with him. Honestly, I did not want to do business. Jewelry had been a part of my life growing up, and I thought, jewelry? Me? Never. I just want to teach. Little did I know that working alongside my father would become one of the greatest blessings of my life. At first, I tried doing things my own way. I thought, isn't owning a business about making your own rules? I'm sure I tested his patience many times, but looking back now, I realize what a gift that time with him truly was. A few years later, my father passed away, and suddenly everything changed. Here was this business my father had built, this legacy he had spent years creating, and now he was gone. I remember thinking, how am I supposed to do this without him? But as a believer, I trusted God. I knew I had to stand tall, step forward, and continue what my father had started. I had a commitment not only to my family, but to this community. How could I let his legacy disappear? 2019 was one of the hardest years of my life. I remember asking my father before he passed to take me to the bank so I could officially be added to the accounts. That simple moment became critical to helping the business survive. I was suddenly responsible for paying bills, supporting employees, and keeping everything running. The truth is, I didn't feel prepared. I had never studied business. I wasn't formally trained for this. All I had were the lessons I had learned by watching my father. But I had to step up. Was there stress? Absolutely. Mistakes? More than I can count. Financial pressure? Definitely. Especially when COVID hit and jewelry stores were considered non-essential businesses. And beyond the jewelry store, my father was also a landlord who rented office space to small businesses just getting started. He loved helping entrepreneurs build something from the ground up. He loved seeing other people succeed. So not only was I trying to fill my father's shoes, I was trying to continue his heart for serving others. And yes, there were many moments when I doubted myself and wondered, can I really do this? There's a verse in the book of Esther, chapter 4, verse 14, that says, for such a time as this. In the story, Mordecai speaks these words to Queen Esther when she is afraid to step into a difficult and dangerous responsibility. While I may not have been saving a nation, I understood what it felt like to be placed in a position that required courage. That verse stayed with me. People may see the success today and assume business ownership is easy or glamorous, but they usually don't see the risks and sacrifices or the moments when quitting would have felt easier. But we kept going. Together with an incredible team, we continued building the business. We began hiring recent graduates and college students because my father himself had once been a teacher, a DECA teacher actually, before becoming a business owner. It took time, but slowly we found our footing again. And along the way, I learned something important. No one succeeds alone. Running a business taught me the importance of communication, professionalism, teamwork, and surrounding yourself with the people who are skilled in their craft. Every single day, I work with people who have technical skills, certifications, and specialized training. And that's why what you are receiving through career and technical education is so valuable. Businesses need people like you. Dependable people, problem solvers, people who communicate, people who show up, and most importantly, people who are willing to learn and rise to challenges. This journey taught me that there is no single path to success. College is valuable. Trades are valuable. Entrepreneurship is valuable. But work ethic matters in all paths. Career and technical education gives students something incredibly powerful, skills that can immediately change their future. Now, fast forward to 2026. We did it. And when I say we, I mean my two brothers and I. Together, we successfully took over and continued operating both family businesses. Today, I manage both businesses while carrying forward the legacy my father built. But deep down, I still have the heart of an educator. I always say you can take the teacher out of the classroom, but you can't take the classroom out of the teacher. That's one reason we love hiring college students and recent graduates. We love watching them grow and succeed. At Cisneros Fine Jewelry, we've had employees go on to become architects, engineers, biologists, teachers, physician assistants, finance professionals, future medical students, and MBA graduates. Watching them succeed is one of the greatest rewards. But eventually, I realized something even bigger. Business is not just about making a living. It's about making a difference. I wanted to give back to the city that had supported my family and our business for so many years. So I became involved with community through the city of Huastlaco, helping provide feedback and perspective from the community. Being involved gives you a voice, and communities become stronger when people choose to participate instead of standing on the sidelines. Then I was invited to join the Rotary Club of Huastlaco. Honestly, I had no idea what I was getting into. I simply knew I wanted to surround myself with people who cared deeply about serving others. Today, I serve as Rotary Club President. Some of you may have seen us recognizing Student of the Month recipients or helping with our Enchilada fundraiser, which allowed us to award Huastlaco ISD students over $14,000 in scholarships. Through Rotary, we support education, mentorship, leadership development, and service projects. We partner closely with Huastlaco ISD through scholarships, the Rotary Youth Leadership Awards program, and student competitions like the 4-way test speech contest. And Rotary, it's just not local. It's international. Recently, we partnered with Rio Bravo Rotary across the border to install a water purification system that now provides safe drinking water to a school and hospital. Seeing children excited to simply fill a water bottle with clean water reminds you how important service truly is. It reminds you that even small acts can create lasting impact. So as you enter the workforce, remember this: a city becomes stronger when people stop asking, what can I get from my community? And start asking, what can I give back to it? And finally, I want to leave you with some practical advice as you begin your next chapter. Show up on time, learn to communicate. Your reputation matters. Your network matters. Be coachable. Stay consistent. Don't wait until you feel ready. Learn from failure and stay involved in your community. The future of Wesco is sitting in this room. Yes, they deserve an applause. The future of Wesco is sitting in this room. Some of you will build businesses. Some of you will lead organizations. Some of you will change lives in ways you cannot even imagine yet. But whatever path you choose, remember this. Success means more when you use it to lift others with you. Your career can create a paycheck, but your involvement can create a legacy. And it is never too early or too late to begin building that legacy. Thank you.
On this ayun, appreciation sa mga tao sa sadya.
I'm just, every time I hear her speak, I'm just more and more impressed by her. She thinks she's very old, but I have to say she's one of my children's age. But aren't you proud of her? This is a Wesco ISD product right here. Giving back to the community, $14,000 in scholarships raised through, in part, her leadership at the Rotary, and also helping students through her business. It just really makes me very proud to have asked her to speak, because she epitomizes the kind of community connection that we are looking for with our businesses. So now for the reason why we're here today. This afternoon, we want to honor our seniors for achieving those industry-based certifications. And so assisting with the presentation of the honorees is Mrs. Leticia Salinas, the Dean of Instruction.
Good morning. Thank you for coming here today. Students, just so you are aware of how it's going to work, you will stop there when they call your number. Just be looking for Miss Bettis. She's showing you the range. If the number on your card falls in that range, you'll get in line. You'll get your certificate. When you come up here, hand me the yellow card so that I can announce your achievements. You're going to come through the front, get corded and medaled, and then you walk over to that side so you can get your pictures taken. Parents, they're in Alpha, so if you know your child is about to come up, feel free to come to the front, take as many pictures as you want, okay? You're okay. And students, if I mispronounce your name, this is your moment, okay? Don't let me get away with that. You correct me so that we can say it correctly. You've worked very hard and you deserve to have it pronounced correctly, okay? Oh, yes, yes. The stage is very slippery, okay? So be careful. Gabriela Alvarado, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Caleb Jason Martinez, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Estivalis Mata, Certified Nurse Aide. Pablo Mares, Engineering Technology Foundations. So they're too close. Alondra Abigail Martinez Cayona. Chloe Savannah Martinez. Nathan Isai Martinez. Guadalupe Meave III. Alexa Ray Deanne Mendez.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I did it wrong.
Alexa Ray Deanne Mendez, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Scarlett Tristan Martinez Cantu, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, General Management, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert.
Should I do him again? Should I do him again?
I'm going to, hold on. I do want to recognize what they achieved. I am so sorry. I think I got nervous and my mind just went flatline. Gabriela Alvarado, she was recognized for Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Caleb Martinez, IAED, Emergency Telecommunicator. Estivalas Mata, Certified Nurse Aide. Pablo Mares, Engineering Technology Foundations. Alondra Abigail Martinez Cayona, General Management. Chloe Savannah Martinez, Certified EKG Technician. Nathan Isai Martinez, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop, Certified EKG Technician, and Patient Care Technician. Oh, that's a lot of stuff. Good job, Nathan. Guadalupe Meave, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel, and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral. Alexa Ray Mendez, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. And Scarlett, I believe I said. Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, General Management, and Microsoft Office Specialist. And again, I apologize. I am so sorry, so sorry. Adrian Bernal Jr., IAED, Emergency Telecommunicator. Jeffrey Mejia, ASE, Entry-Level Collision Repair and Refinish Fundamentals. Hugo Israel Mendez, Cosmetology Operator. Leah Isabella Mendoza, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, IAED, Emergency Telecommunicator. Evangelina Benavides, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Leonel Mireles, Information Technology Specialist, Java. Sean Michael Mireles, ASE, Entry-Level Automobile Electronic and Electrical Systems. Rogelio Mora, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral. Jeanette Morado, cosmetology operator. Maria Morales, Texas State Florist Association, knowledge-based floral, and IAED emergency telecommunicator. Enrique Calderon, IAED emergency telecommunicator. Fidel Medina Oliveros, AWS D9.1 sheet metal welding. Jasmine Lee Medina, certified EKG technician, certified patient care technician, and Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Adrian Matthew Mesa, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Eddie J. Medrano, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Adan Medina, AWS D1.1 structural steel. Well, at least I'm not nervous anymore. Now you guys have me laughing. Allison Rose McCaslin, certified EKG technician. Yoselin Viviana Mendez, cosmetology operator. Vanessa Meraz, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification. Fernanda Mireles, Microsoft Office specialist, Microsoft Word expert. Cassandra Mireles, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification, general management, Microsoft Office specialist, Microsoft Word expert. Ricardo Mireles, cosmetology operator. Rodolfo Mireles, cosmetology operator and Microsoft Office specialist, Microsoft Word expert. Ariana Briones, Microsoft Office specialist, Microsoft Word expert. Victor Montelongo, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification. Clarissa Marie Mejia, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral and certified nurse aide. Marquez Alexander Tafoya, AWS D9.1 sheet metal welding. Isabella Montoya, certified EKG technician. Mia Destiny Moreno, Code HS Python Level 1 certification, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral. Melanie Moreno Martinez, ServSafe Manager, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, and General Management. Clarissa Yvette Morin, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, General Management, and Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Evelyn Eileen Ochoa, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, IAED, Emergency Telecommunicator. James Nava, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Jonathan Nunez, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. Sarai Ochoa, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Nadia Lisette Mines, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Victor Negrete, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, and ASE Entry-Level Collision Repair and Refinish Fundamentals. René Nunez, Information Technology Specialist, Networking. Nathan Romeo Nunez, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel. Raul Nunez Jr., AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. Maria Irene Nunez Cerda, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Brian Ortega, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Alexis Ariana Olivas, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, and Cosmetology Operator. Leonardo Ortiz, Information Technology Specialist, Networking. Gilberto Oliva Jr., AWS D1.1 Structural Steel. Jose Gerardo Oliva, Autodesk Certified Auto User AutoCAD and Microsoft Office Expert. Ava Olivares, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Lisa Marie Olivares, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Matilda Rose Olivares, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Damian Ortega, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding.
Hey, put that in here.
Alexa Raquel Ortegon, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Bruno Ortiz, Autodesk Certified Professional in AutoCAD for Design and Drafting. Jocelyn Ortega, Certified Nurse Aide. Priscilla Ortiz, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Certified Nurse Aide. Carolina Olivan, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Rogelio Ortiz, Certified Entry-Level Python Programmer, Engineering Technology Foundations. Itzel Para, Cosmetology Operator, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Christian Catarino Peña, Certified EKG Technician. Cristian. Luis Antonio Peña, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Leila Perales, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator, General Management. Jorge Perez, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel. Noe Alexander Perez Mariano, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Nailea Antonia Perez, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, and IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Gerardo Perez Garcia, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. Albert Pineda, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Monique Alexa Ponce, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, and she's also a certified EKG technician. Damian Porras, General Management. Brian Prado, ASE Entry-Level Automobile Electronic and Electrical Systems. Caitlin Joe Peña, Google Analytics Individual Qualification, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, Patient Care Technician, and EKG Technician. Noeli Victoria Peña, Certified EKG Technician and Certified Patient Care Technician. Tanisha Perez, General Management. Adeline Giselle Pina, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Daniel Padilla Jr., Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, and General Management. Eric Ramirez, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, and General Management. Michael Matthew Ramirez, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral. Arnoldo Ramirez Jr., Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, and Elanco Fundamentals of Animal Science Certification. Brandon Sean Ramirez, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, and IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Gabriel Michael Pineda, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Got a big sander. Priscilla Quintanilla, Certified Nurse Aide. Alessandra Amai Ramirez, Equine Management Evaluation Certification. Salvador Ramirez Jr., ASE Entry-Level Automobile Electronic and Electrical Systems. Jesus Ramirez Ramos, Engineering Technology Foundations. Kayleen Faye Rangel, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral and Engineering Technology Foundations. Sebastian Efrain Rangel, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Misael Guillermo Rivera, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Daniel Rios III, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Alexia Viviana Rivera, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Sophia Renee Ramos, Community Health Workers, also Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, and Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Leonardo Ramirez, Autodesk Certified Professional in AutoCAD for Design and Drafting. David Reyes de Santiago, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop, Autodesk Certified User, AutoCAD. Jose Angel Reyes Castillo, SurfSafe Manager. Mia Ashley Resendiz, General Management and Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Leonardo Ramirez Jr., Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, ASE, Entry-Level Electronic and Electrical Systems, and AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. Justin Ruben Ramos, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Desiree Rivera, Cosmetology Operator, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral. Riley Renee Rivera, Intuit QuickBooks Certified User. Ashley Marie Rodriguez, Certified EKG Technician, Certified Patient Care Technician. Karina Rivas, ServSafe Manager, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, General Management, and Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Jasmine Alexa Rivera, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, and Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Edgar Adrian Rodriguez, ServSafe Manager. Adam Rodriguez III, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Serena Rosalinda Rodriguez, Certified EKG Technician, Patient Care Technician. Adolfo Perez Martinez, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. Azariah Symphony Rivens, ServSafe Manager. Rodrigo Rodriguez Jr., Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding, and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral. Riley Rodriguez, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, and IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Valeni Rodriguez, Certified Nurse Aide. Vanessa Rodriguez, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Deyanira Rojo, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Intuit QuickBooks Certified User, and General Management. Hannah Jaylene Roman, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Cosmetology Operator, and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral. Amanda Roman, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, and Cosmetology Operator. Brandon Lee Roman, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, General Management, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Victoria Nayeli Sines, Cosmetology Operator, Certified Entry-Level Python Programmer. Elias Rodriguez, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel. Jonah Rodriguez, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel. Ashley Jolie Rogel, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Isabella Rodriguez, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification Basic, Texas State Florist Association, knowledge-based floral. Josue Iram Rojas, Autodesk Certified Professional in AutoCAD for design and drafting. Noah Alexander Rosales, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Triana Rosas, Digital Video Production Foundations. Maricela Renee Rubio, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Noah David Ruiz, ASE Entry-Level Automobile Electronic Electrical Systems. Rebecca Ruiz, ServSafe Manager. Zion Garza, ServSafe Manager, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Jacqueline Itzel Signs, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Julian Giovanni Signs, Cosmetology Operator. Janie Alexis Salazar, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Elisa Nicole Salazar, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, and General Management. Emily Marie Salazar, Cosmetology Operator. Valaine Signs, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Evan James Salinas, Texas State Florist Association, Knowledge-Based Floral, and Equine Management Evaluation Certification. Jacqueline Sanchez, General Management, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Andrick Santillan, Autodesk Certified Professional in AutoCAD for design and drafting. Tomas Saucedo, Machining Milling 1.
line of one, the tempo.
Jasmine Yvette Segovia, ServSafe Manager.
It's Shotlow. Shotlow.
Shotlow? Shotlow. Brandon David Schottenlower, General Management.
Thanks for the help, Brandon.
Analia Serrano, Cosmetology Operator. Andrea Salinas, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance, Tax Counseling Certification. Mia Salazar, Certified Nurse Aide. Getting a little back there. Isaac Noe Salinas, ServSafe Manager, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop and volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification. Gregorio Solis Jr., volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification, and AWS D9.1 sheet metal welding. Emiliano Sandoval, IAED emergency telecommunicator. Monet Tellez, cosmetology operator. Pamela Isabel Serrano, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification, Intuit QuickBooks certified user, and Microsoft Office specialist, Microsoft Word expert. Yoisi Siluero, Adobe certified professional in visual design using Adobe Photoshop. Maria Judith Sanchez Ortiz, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification, and IAED emergency telecommunicator. Marco Gael Sanchez Molinero, Intuit QuickBooks certified user. Tristan Solis, general management. Imelda Soto, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Abigail Jaylene Tirado, IAED emergency telecommunicator. Gianna Marie Salinas, cosmetology operator. Bianca Solis, engineering technology foundations. Juan Jesus Tijerina, ServSafe manager. Andrea Torres, certified nurse aide. Katie Lynette Salinas, Adobe certified professional in visual design using Adobe Photoshop, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification, and Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Ariana Carolina Sustaita, Microsoft Office Word specialist. Annabelle Trejo, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification, and certified nurse aide. Angel Gabriel Trejo, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Evangelina Trejo, volunteer income tax assistance, tax counseling certification, and Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Ashley Trevillo, Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral. Charlie Alexander Trevino, ServSafe manager, and Texas State Florist Association knowledge-based floral certification. Jason Trejo, ServSafe manager. Andres Gerardo Treviño Jr., AWS D1.1 structural steel. Osvaldo Hernandez, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Aiden George Valdez, ASE Entry-Level Automobile Electronic and Electrical Systems. Ociel Valdez, ASE Entry-Level Collision Repair and Refinish Fundamentals. Rosalinda Iris Valdez, Community Health Worker and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral. Daniel Valencia, ASE Entry-Level Collision Repair and Refinish Fundamentals and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Santiago Elisandro Valenzuela, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, and Elanco Fundamentals of Animal Science Certification. Good job, Santiago. Santos Valerio, ASE Entry-Level Collision Repair and Refinish Fundamentals. Matthew Dillon Vallejo, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. Brianna Chanel Vasquez, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, Elanco Fundamentals of Animal Science Certification. Desiree Marie Vega, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral, Elanco Fundamentals of Animal Science Certification. Violet Vega, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Samantha Solel Torres, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Lila Rain Herrera, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Tax Counseling Certification. Romina Trevino, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Tax Counseling Certification. Sebastian Vanegas, Engineering Technology Foundations. Faith Catherine Vasquez, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification and Elanco Fundamentals of Animal Science Certification. Leila Vasquez, Cosmetology Operator, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Yesenia Lee Vega, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral and Cosmetology Operator. Abigail Vianney Venegas, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Tax Counseling Certification and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Nathaniel Vela, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding and Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Evan Alexander Ventura, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop. Jesse James Torres, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator and Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Melanie Isabel Ibarra, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification and IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Joseph Rogelio Zamora, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Litzy Karina Vera, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Matilde Zamorano Jr., Elanco Fundamentals of Animal Science Certification and ASC Entry-Level Collision Repair and Refinish Fundamentals. Joshua Daniel Zamudio, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Giselle Sarete, IAED Emergency Telecommunicator. Amanda Emily Cepeda, Adobe Certified Professional in Visual Design using Adobe Photoshop, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral. Jesus Villanueva, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel. Claudette Nicole Villalpando, ServSafe Manager and General Management. Abigail Christine Zamora, Volunteer Income Tax Assistance Tax Counseling Certification, ServSafe Manager, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert, and General Management. Wow, Abigail. She's been busy. Alyssa Monique Villalon, Microsoft Office Specialist, Microsoft Word Expert. Aubrey Anai Zuniga, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification. Carlos Alberto Celaya Jimenez, ASE Entry-Level Automobile Electronic and Electrical Systems. Jason Joel Lopez, Texas State Florist Association Knowledge-Based Floral Certification, AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding.
Hold on. Let's let them take their pictures first. We're getting back down.
Gael Wilson, Cosmetology Operator. Ryan Veda, AWS D1.1 Structural Steel and AWS D9.1 Sheet Metal Welding. He can weld anything. I think that's everybody. If you want to take extra pictures as a family, you're welcome to come on stage. For about 15 minutes, just all the pictures you want.